Hi friends, welcome to Freedom Makers. I'm Amanda, and I don't know about y'all, but it has been a long week. And so I'm going to treat my family to a beautiful recipe from the Dining on a Dime cookbook. I have raved about this for a couple years now. We really love this cookbook, and you can tell that this is a well-used recipe because the page is really crinkly. I kind of made a mess at one point or another. Anyway, I will be taking a close-up picture of this and sharing it with you guys so that you can follow along if you wish. We are going to make this cake today. It is amazing. If you like chocolate, even remotely like chocolate, this is going to be the best thing you've ever put in your mouth. I think I say that about all the recipes I make, but this one is really true. You can find this if you have the cookbook on page 235 and follow along with me that way. Otherwise, I will be posting a close-up shot for you guys. This is a copy of the recipe I'll be using today. My flour here is gluten-free. I'm using regular sugar today instead of an alternative. Baking powder, baking soda, cocoa is all in my bowl. I'm going to give this a quick stir so that my baking soda and baking powder are incorporated well. Then I'm going to add my cup of cold water and my cup of mayo. You can use any brand that you like, just whatever you have on hand for your family. If you make your own homemade, however that works for you, add your cup of mayo with a cup of water. And we are going to mix this all together and add in the vanilla, and we will be ready to bake. Super easy. I've got a bit of a well here in the middle. I'm going to add my cold water to. Now I'm adding my mayo, and then I'll mix. This really is the perfect cake if all you have is food storage. So keep some extra mayo in your food storage, and even if you don't have eggs or butter, you can still have a wonderful cake. I forgot to put my vanilla in before I mixed it, so I've just added that. Funny how those 2 tablespoons make all the difference. The consistency is much different now. That's much better. Don't forget your vanilla, guys. Here I have my greased 9x13 pan, and I'm going to spread my chocolate mixture here in my pan. I'm going to bake this at 350 for 30 to 40 minutes. You just want to make sure your toothpick comes out clean. This is beautiful, guys. This is going to be luscious. It's like velvet. My cake is hot. It's fresh out of the oven. I'm just using a spoon to make some holes here. It's a very soft cake. We're going to pour this frosting over the top, and it's going to go in these holes, and it's going to kind of glaze over on the top. In a tiny saucepan here, I have a stick of butter that's melting with a cup of sugar. Once this melts all the way, I am going to add in my cocoa and my milk. Then I'm going to bring that to a boil for a minute and pour over my hot cake. Today I'm using some evaporated milk. Use whatever you have on hand. Lastly, here is my cocoa. I'm just going to stir this well and let it come to a boil. I have it on medium-low heat right now. Now you can see it's boiling. I want this to go for a full minute before we pour it over our cake. And I'm just stirring ever so often, just very gently, so that it doesn't scorch. We boiled this for a full minute. You want to do that just as the cake is getting finished in the oven. And you're just going to pour it over the top as evenly as you can. You want to make sure it goes everywhere. I don't want to waste a drop. And I'm also going to spread it around the top, because when this dries, or when this cools, it will dry on the top. And it'll be kind of like a glaze frosting. It's going to be delicious. Alright y'all, my chocolate cake is in my bowl. I'm super excited. I'm going to do my best to show you guys a close-up of the cake. This is amazing stuff. The frosting is very yummy and gooey and oozy, and the cake is very moist, as you can see. In the little pockets where I pushed down my spoon, the frosting has gone into those little pockets and created an amazing fudge-like texture within the cake. It is phenomenal. And I know y'all just hate it when I eat on camera, but I can't help myself. My gravy. If you do not have a favorite chocolate cake recipe, this is it, y'all. Oh, my gravy. If I had some vanilla ice cream, oh heaven. I cannot even tell you guys how good this is. So if you have never made chocolate cake from scratch, this is it. You can make this from your food storage practically. If you have some extra mayo in the pantry, buddy, you can have cake. You don't have to have chickens. It don't matter if you're out of eggs and butter, you can make cake because you're using mayo. Now the frosting did have butter in it, so unless you have some of that stored in your freezer, that kind of thing, that might be an issue. I haven't thought that one through yet, but this cake is to die for. It is amazing. If you're enjoying some of the recipes that I've been sharing from this book and don't have it yet, I'm listing a link down below. If you guys purchase through that link, I do get a small percentage, and I appreciate that greatly. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and supporting the Dining on a Dime cookbook, because it is amazing. Well, y'all, I would sit and chat with y'all, but I have a cake to eat. I am really going to enjoy this. Like I said, it's been a long week, and I am thrilled to be serving this to my family tonight. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next video. Be sure to check out the description box for links to wonderful places, as well as where to purchase the Dining on a Dime cookbook. Tonight, I hope you are either eating this cake because you made it with me, or you are eating something similar or just as delicious. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, y'all.